Continue for 5 miles.
Hey folks, today I'm in Mount Mitchell State Park, that is northeast of Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm looking to do a hike that I've been looking forward to for years at this point. So we're going to start here. We're going to take the Black Mountain Crest Trail all the way to Celo Knob. If I'm not there in like 5 or 6 hours maybe, I'm turning around, but I should be. It shouldn't be that far. It's approximately 7.4 miles as far as I could figure on the map. I know. Sounds like a lot of time for 7.5 miles. So 15-mile day, and it should be one of the toughest days I think I've ever had, at least hiking in the mountains. Yeah, let's do it. There are a couple picnic shelters up here, right at the trailhead, and we are going to follow the orange blazes, well, the orange triangles. It's July 2nd, I believe. I know, it's July 2nd. I picked July because the days are long, and I knew this is going to take a while. It's a little windy, it's a little chilly, but it's supposed to warm up to about 90 today. Hope I have enough water. I don't normally use bladders for the bag, so of course I've never used the one that I have, and I had to watch a stupid video on how to open it like a moron. Here's our first good view of Mount Craig in front of us, the second tallest peak east of the Mississippi. Some sensitive plant habitat coming up. So I guess they want you to stay on this tiny little path. Apparently we are on the top of Mount Craig, 6,663 feet. Name for a governor, established Mount Mitchell State Park. We've only been on the trail for 23 minutes, gone 0.86 miles. Seems like it's come too soon. Is there a marker up here, I wonder? It doesn't want us climbing around on stuff. There she blows. So I guess the Park Service uses some really conservative numbers for distance and time, because 20 minutes as opposed to 40 minutes is a big difference, and I don't feel like I was going particularly fast. Half hour in at the summit of Big Tom, 6,580 feet, named after a guide and hunter. All right, we see Mount Mitchell over there, Craig, a killer view, and our next objectives. It's not dilly-dally. 1.3 miles in, and we've got a little rope action here. Let's do it. I'm not entirely sure that rope was necessary. Right after that, we've got another rope. Seems to be there just for a little bit of added security for those who feel they might need it. It's been about 40 49 minutes, mile and a half. We've reached this sign, which indicates there's another trail here. We're gonna follow the orange blazes. Difficulty, strenuous. So we're going that way, and that goes to somewhere else. There's some mud on the trail. I found mud in several spots. I think I walked right over Balsam Cone, didn't even realize it, so I'm going back. All right, I suspect this is it right up here. Don't see anything higher. Don't see any rocks, so there isn't a marker. Holy cow, look at that view. 1.95 miles, and we've been moving for about an hour and 5 minutes or so, a little under. Wow. Actually, I don't know why I feel I need to do this. I bet you the summit is actually back here. I'm gonna come back over this later today, but let's take a look. Yep, I'm still going up. I need an alarm. This feels higher. All right, here we are. This is the summit, according to my phone. What would I do without a phone? I don't see anything indicating the highest point, but I'm just gonna have to trust myself and trust my handy dandy phone. Looks like people might think this is the highest point. I don't think so. Oh, who cares? I care. Let's keep going. Balsam Cone is approximately 6,600 feet. And now we're heading off to Cattail Peak, which is also about 6,600 feet. Ooh. Should put this camera away before I break my neck. So apparently this is the Cattail Peak summit. 6,583 is the official height. Bet you the summit's right up there. Wonder what that is. All right, I guess that tree is the highest point. So Wikipedia says that this peak is possibly named after mountain lions that used to inhabit this area. Sounds like a good enough reason to me. Let's keep going. It has taken us an hour and 25 minutes to get to Cattail Peak, and that is 2.56 miles according to my GPS. And now I don't know where the trail goes. Let's go this way. This looks right. After a short but steep climb, we found Potato Hill. Legend has it that before drugs were illegal in North Carolina, some guy tripping on acid thought that this looked like a potato, and that's why it got this name. Obviously that is not the truth, but this is a great view looking back.
That's Mount Craig. I think that's Balsam Cone, and behind it is Mount Mitchell. It's nice that with so many rotten things going on in the world, we can come to a place like this and get away from it and not think about those things. There's also a bit of a view to the east from Potato Knob. So, Potato Knob, we've been moving for about an hour and 45 minutes. 3 miles, 3.1 miles. And I think we're making good time. I'm about halfway down to Deep Gap. I have to say, it's much easier than expected. Granted, I'm not coming up, but when you see the profile of these mountains, Deep Gap looks terrible. So yeah, that's good news. You keep us right on track, on schedule. We are almost down in the gap, 3.84 miles in. And there's a nice little campsite here. I took a short break, maybe 10 minutes, and now we are back on the move. I figure now is as good a time as any to have some breakfast. Sausage McMuffin with egg, the breakfast of champions. That's good. Starting the climb at a Deep Gap. About 4 miles to the bottom of the gap. In about 2 hours and 25 minutes. We are officially out of the gap. And this is the summit of Winter Star Mountain. 6,203 feet. Oh, and here's the proof. Well, we can finally see Celo Knob down there. That is our ultimate destination today. Well, before we turn around, we go to Mount Mitchell. Looks like somebody has used this summit as a campground. Well, many people have, I'm sure. Forgot to mention, to the peak of Winter Star, 2 hours and 45 minutes, 4.65 maybe miles. So there you have it. .7 miles in. We've got a nice view to the north. Celo Knob peeking out over there. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I really have no idea. There were a couple switchbacks. I'm still doing them now. Coming down from Winter Star Mountain. It's steeper than a lot of the trail that we've covered so far. Pushing up Gibbs Mountain. And here's this, I don't know how to describe it, a meadow? Kind of nice change of scenery. We get a good look back at Windstar and Potato and Cattail and that other one. Mount Gibbs feels like a long ways from Winter Star Mountain. Here's another great view, and this is one that you don't want to fall from. Yeah, that would hurt. Here's another rope. Let's give it a shot. Pretty easy. The ridge is getting really narrow here. Pretty good view. Although I will say they're all kind of looking the same at this point, which is fine, they're still amazing. What, no rope here? Well, one of the things I failed to write down was that the summit of Gibbs is up there and going to require a bushwhack. I haven't seen a viable trail, so I guess just going to go get into it. There are lots of high points up on this ridge. Having a hard time, I don't know if there's a marker up here or what. So, go back the other way for a little bit. And I think I found it. We are 3 hours and 58 minutes in, 6.71 miles. Just cut my hand. And there's Gibbs right there. Had to crawl under that tree branch and fell on that impaling stick below it. I went up right where that little cairn is. I just made that cairn. I'm not going to put more time into it. I'm ready to go. Whether that cairn's there or not, it's just west of the peak on the trail here. Just duck into the woods. There's a fairly developed herd path. After you get in there for a few minutes, you can probably find that. And that'll get you right up close to the summit. So, good luck. Another development is we have a big storm blowing in. Actually, it's blowing north and kind of away from us, kind of up there near the Virginia state line, but it has really made the wind pick up. At 7.2 miles, there's the, whatever it said, Woody Ridge trail that comes up from the valley. I don't know what the rules are for dogs here, but some of that would be difficult for dogs. I know my dog would have a hard time. I'm going to do another quick bushwhack up to Percy's Peak. It looks fairly easy. I almost see a trail in there. Just don't know how to get to it. 7.32 miles in, summit of Percy's Peak. There's nothing here. Kind of a view to that side, but not much. It's a quick bushwhack. And now we'll go down. Oh, we are getting so close. I think that is our last peak of the day. There's another sign that says the Black Mountain Crest Trail goes that way, but there is a trail that goes this way. So this is what we're going to take, and this is what's going to lead us to Celo Knob, I believe. And we'll be halfway done with today's hike. Short of the summit, we have another view. Here we are. Apparently there is a marker out here. Let's see if we can find it. Don't see anything there. That looks like the highest point though. And there it is. So we are here, 7.72 miles, 4 hours and 37 minutes. So I'm gonna give myself about 5 hours to get back. I'm only halfway done, so I can't say much of anything about the trail as I've done it so far. But I am super happy to have at least gotten this far. I think I'm gonna make it back. And yeah, let's do it. Let's get back and go check out Mount Mitchell. So Celo Knob is the northernmost peak in the Black Mountains, and Wikipedia says that the mountain was named after the Cherokee word slough, meaning corn. Sounds good to me. I'm not gonna lie, looking out here at all the peaks we have to go over to get back to the Mount Mitchell parking lot, it looks intimidating. I hope the weather holds out. Snack time. Today I'm gonna try this 1 bar maple glazed donut flavor. 20 grams of protein. Flavor's good. It's a little mealy though. I mean, I guess it's all that protein. All right, we've made it down to Deep Gap. 11 miles, 6 hours and 25 minutes. I feel like I'm cruising, like it's pretty nice. Yeah, I was thinking about hiking, And if you weren't interested in peak bagging, you don't care about Percy Knob and Gibbs and who cares, yeah, maybe just coming to the gap, or maybe even not getting to the gap, the last peak there, that would be a good hike and give you all of the sense of what this trail is all about, you know. Oh, just under 12.5 miles. We've crossed Cattail again, 7 hours and 20 minutes or so. I think we're still on pace and getting close to the end. From the trailhead to the trailhead, 8 hours and 40 minutes, 14.8 miles. It's pretty darn good, considering I was expecting 10 to 12 hours when I started the day. Not bad. Let's head up to Mount Mitchell. At 6,687 feet, Mount Mitchell is the tallest mountain in the Black Mountain Range and the tallest mountain east of the Mississippi. The mountain is named after Elijah Mitchell, and he is the one who found it to be the tallest in the area. Unfortunately, he also died on the mountain. He was up screwing around on a waterfall and slipped and fell 40 feet. Or at least the waterfall was 40 feet. He hit his head, fell in the water, and drowned to death. But he did get the mountain named after him. I guess that's a good consolation. And he didn't have to pay for his gravesite, which is at the top on the summit of the mountain. Yeah. And that's the Mount Mitchell summit. Head back down. There's a restaurant here and a shop.
There's a small shop with plenty of Mount Mitchell gifts and memorabilia. There's also a free museum with plenty of Mount Mitchell's historical and natural information. You can grab a bite to eat at the concession stand. And bathrooms are available. Park entrance is free.
Monument at the end of the parking lot. 9 hours, 15.37 miles. It's a great day. I hope you enjoyed my little adventure here at Mount Mitchell. I want to thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.